facing head-on the emotions beneath the surface as we bridge from an old world of confusion and lack to a beautiful new world of freedom, abundance, and love with straightforward truth and inspired hope is what you'll find on The Charla Anderson Show. Collector and connector of fascinating people. And everyone is fascinating. Here's your host, Charla Anderson.
Good, beautiful day, you beautiful, beautiful souls. This is Charla Anderson, host of the Charla Anderson Show, collector and connector of fascinating people. And everyone is fascinating, especially you. I can't tell you how grateful I am to be here with you today, to have you join me on the Win-Win Women Network. Listen, if you ever wanted to have your own show, your own TV show, your own podcast, we've got a great group of people at winwinwomen.com, winwinwomen.tv if you want to listen. And if you're listening on any of the live streaming, jump on over to Win-Win Women, because you can join in with a live conversation. So I'm forgot to put my little headphones in since I'm solo today. I'm not really listening to anyone, but if somebody does come in, I want to have conversation. Every fourth week, I'm doing on season 2 now. I kind of do a solo show, and today we're going to talk about life lessons learned during a renovation. Ooh, you can gain some wisdom there. Anyway, but first things first, I always want to let you know that we need a moment. Every so often, we need a moment just to be still and know, to be quiet, to hear that still small voice in our heart. Takes a deep breath. So every week I do this as well. So we're going to have a little mini vacation, 7 seconds in, breathing in calm. We're going to have 4 seconds of holding and 11 seconds of release, letting it out with gratitude. So join me now for this little mini vacation, mini meditation. We're going to breathe in for 7 seconds. We're going to breathe in calm. Here we go. Hold. Release. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So once again, I'm grateful to have you with me today. So Wednesdays, for the last year and a half or so now, I've had a TV show live, and every week on Wednesdays, it's kind of my day that I don't know, do a little more to shower. I mean, I of course shower, but I shampoo and do all that stuff. Well, today was different. I didn't get a chance to fluff up a bit. And I'm not much of a girly girl. I don't do a lot of that anyway, but with my hair has been growing out, it's longer than it's been in probably 30 years. And I'll probably have a little not a contest, but a little query out there to see who likes it shorter, who likes it longer, because on show day, I usually try to get it fluffy and all that. But by the time a few days into the week, got to pull it back because it's kind of getting long and stringy. So my conversation today is about some of the things we've learned on this journey. I have a friend named Patricia. She lives in Iowa, and there's a group of us, or several of us, random folks in her life that everybody needs a Patricia. That's how we all say. My kids say, if anybody can do it, Patricia can do it. And it's pretty much true. She's able to find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, which is my skill. I mean, that's what I'll find a way, right? Well, she's a master at that as well. So we had this idea to turn my master suite of this house I bought 30 years ago into a little efficiency or rental area, not so much for Airbnb, but maybe for commuting pilots or traveling nurses, corporate travelers, since it's in my own home. And, we got a lot done. I'm telling you, 30-year-old counters completely beautifully repainted, and they look with marine boat paint, I think, and it looks amazing. And our other friend, her friend in Iowa, that had a vision one after she came. We started this in, I think, April, maybe the beginning of April, perhaps even earlier, and got a lot of things done. Got that painting done in that bathroom, and cleaned up, and it was just such a peaceful, beautiful place. Well, then a vision happened. So this beautiful friend in Karen in Iowa had a vision about how to create a complete efficiency apartment, a one bedroom, complete apartment, washer, dryer, kitchenette, the whole kit and caboodle. So when Patricia came back, she's come and gone several times. So, their stories are crazy. And I don't know if you've ever gone through a renovation. I probably have not to this extent, especially when it's one person that does all the work. I mean, I'm handing, scalpel and, or hammers and nails or whatever, and trying to grab things as needed, hold, be a second set of hands as needed. But pretty much a one person renovation has happened since probably in the last 4 months, since this is due end of June. So we started beginning of April or before. And she's gone home for, she's got multiple projects in her world in Iowa as well. So she's taken away from all that in order to give me some, kind of an extra boost of income. And I'm excited about it. And the beautiful thing is, it is a stunning space now that we're on the completion side of things. So I just thought I would talk a little bit, and how do you handle unexpected stuff, right? So she's got it. Getting ready to try to go and see my sister and stay with her in Tennessee. She's had some hospital stay, and I want to go and stay with her for a week or so. And I was going to leave yesterday. I was going to leave today. And looks like tomorrow now. But the show must go on, right? So here I am on my episode today, and this morning we went to rent a car. Patricia had rent overnight. She's got to go to Iowa. I'm going to Tennessee, so we're going different directions, but she needs to rent a car. She's got a lot of things, her tools and things are here. Well, so we get up at 6:30 after I really was maybe 3 hours of sleep. It was the last night before we're trying to get out of here, right? Then online, you got a reservation. We got to be there at 7:30 a.m. And so we go downtown Fort Worth at 7:30. They don't open till 8. So we sat there for a little while. Come to find out they didn't have any cars available. And so we went on a wild goose chase, is kind of what I called it, because we went to other rental places, and we ended up, so we get back here less than an hour to showtime, which is not very much for me. And, really about the time I think we got back at 12:15. So we were gone for a full 5 hours this morning with no real results. We got to have a nice little breakfast. That was good. But, life keeps lifing. How do you handle those things? And things like, the hanging the doors in this beautiful space, the barn doors that she built a wall. She put in electrical outlets, lighting, and a sink and counters, and oh my gosh, we got a refrigerator, a little washer dryer combo. This is a stunning, beautiful place. And I believe it will be a really beautiful home away from home for people that with a minimum of 30-day stays is what I'm looking for. So all of this just is talking because I didn't have any prep time today. I didn't have prep time this week to do my show. And last week I was in Iowa, and brought her back here. So it's been this crazy time and had a lot of fun along the way. And, pretty much working from sun up till midnight every day, just because it's ever evolving, right? You don't just have, okay, we're going to build a kitchenette and every little piece has to just fit perfectly. And she measures and tried 10 times measures and everything fits so beautifully and perfectly because she's got a meticulous eye for detail. She really wants it to be excellent, if not perfect. So we've been working really diligently on getting it to the point where we can take pictures and show and get it listed on Furnished Finder and Airbnb and things like that. Well, 5 hours this morning and still don't have a rental car, so she can go home because she's got work to do there. And so I can go to see my sister in Tennessee. Do you handle things like that with upset or it's what so? I handle things most of the time. Well, it's what so? What else am I going to do? Where else am I going to be? But where I am, why? And upset is my, upset draws upset. It does not typically make your life easier when you get upset about when things don't go your way. So that's really one of the lessons. And no matter how hard and like these doors she bought, we got these amazing doors and they are beautiful the way she and Karen. So it's like the three of us have been doing this. Patricia does the physical work and thinks and plans and all and measures and gets everything meticulous. Karen has the vision and she's a master at finding amazing deals on Facebook Marketplace and things like that. So we had my 16-year-old convertible with 10-foot 2x4s to fix the fence. I mean, we've done way more than just a project. It's an indoor and outdoor renovation. The rest of the house kind of gone to pieces. We haven't had a chance to really do much else in the house, but I am so excited and proud to now have an efficiency apartment. And this morning, I guess at 2 or 3 o'clock, we're taking pictures. So we have some nighttime photos of it, and you're gonna want to find it. And so for instance, I was talking about the barn doors, they're really just bifold doors that she, massaged and renovated and made the holes. Come to find out when we put them up, the barn door piece was defective. One of the doors, even though her measurements were perfect, one of the doors was 1/8 of an inch off on one side. And what are you going to do? So a project that would have taken probably 2 or 3 hours really took several days. In fact, we went back when I took her back to Iowa and stayed a week there and then brought her back. We got parts there, all kinds of stuff. I mean, that particular piece of it was just a little bit of a ordeal. So this is just Charla chatting, right? This is my, I didn't really have any prep time to talk, to give you guys, and that's what I do. My name means to chat in Spanish anyway, so I just like to chat. But I also want, life lessons learned. Oh my gosh, it was so sometimes tedious and tiring and exhausting. And do you give up? Do you can't quit. There's no, you got to finish the deal, right? If you leave it midway, what's going to happen? So my world is, I'm so grateful to have learned this, that upset draws upset, and just everything is always working out for me. Even when it doesn't feel like it, it's still working out for me because it's where I am. This is the biggest life lesson that if you listen to me much, you've heard it multiple times, but where we are is all we have. I don't have any other place to be than where I am right this second, talking to you. And everything in the universe, and from let there be light in the beginning of time to right now, has led us having you listening to me right now, wherever you are, whenever this is. Everything has happened to bring us to this moment in time, and not one thing we can do about those other seconds that brought us here. We can only change the next one. So I just gave up the need to do anything with any of my other work. I just let it go. I feel like my time will come. My book, The Change, is out now, and I haven't even had a chance to get those set up and ordered through with that's it's Les Brown on the cover of this thing with me, and I'm so excited about it. And it just hasn't, I haven't had it slowed down enough to get it set up where I can get it ordered. So that'll be coming up. But you know what? It's what so. It's what so. And what so is I have an incredible, beautiful space. It took a lot more time and a whole lot more money, but it's than I ever would have thought. But it's been an ever evolving, okay? And wow, when it's just I I don't know. I'm just so excited, to have someone in my life that what we do, and I'll just say it, I believe that what we're doing in our world is blessing humanity with gifting our talents and our wisdom and our knowledge and our talents and our time and our energy and our money, but we're all doing it, because we're lifting humanity. We want to bless each other. And that's the world that I believe Patricia and I are living in and trying to, we are creating a world where, we're not so into the material things that we, or the entertainment and all that kind of stuff. We're just into making a difference in the next person's life. And she's done that so much. And, it's not like you can't pay for what she's been able to do. It's priceless. And, so she's been really one of the blessings. So who's that in your life, and who are you that for? Do you just give because you are called to give? You just give love because you're called to love? Can you do that? Isn't it, worthwhile to just give up so much of who you are and what you want and all that, and just bless the next person? I mean, I've given up. My nails are ragged. I've got paint in my, on my toenails. I haven't even, oh my goodness. I've just given up a lot of my world to have this experience and learn these lessons. Part of the lessons are patience. It takes a lot of patience, right? To just, learn that it's okay. Where you are is all you got. Love it, because it's all you got. It's okay. And so we neither one are on our treks, our long 10-hour drives today, as we expected to be. Oh, well, what's the blessing of having a lot of these things that have shown up in our life, my lifetime, in the last few years, 20 years or so, really more, the internet, Zoom, all of this, I can do my show from anywhere just about. So last week it was in Iowa. Maybe, you know, I've done it several different places. Today I wanted, I wanted to do my hair. What difference does it make? Do you care? No, I don't think you do. Do you care? This is just my time to talk and love you and share that, where you are is all you got. And It's perfect. And that makes you're perfect, exactly who and where you are, right? Where else do you have to be? And if you don't like it, it's you get to choose. You get to choose, when people say, "How are you?" And I'm always going, "I'm fabulous." And it's a choice, right? And people, we say fine or good, whatever. I'm saying I'm fabulous. And it's a choice because it is a mindset. A mindset. And I'm a mindset junkie. I want every word matters. What's your words? And don't, speak what you want, not what you don't want. And I've had my guest last week, Gail Blair. Oh my goodness, we had a conversation. She's an intuitive healer and has some experience like crazy. But, even if you don't like where you are, if you just receive it and accept it and bless it, you think that would be a better life for you? You think you could feel the peace that comes over you when you don't have? One of my favorite things, I don't have to know. I don't have to know. I don't have to know why. I don't have to know how. I don't have to know when and who. And I get to release. And when I can do that, you'd be so amazed at how many things show up. Speak what you want, release it. Thank you and gratitude that it's already on its way. That is the law of attraction. So if you speak what you want, think what you want, speak what you want, release it and know that it's already on its way, I believe you will receive. And I believe it with everything in me. Ask, believe, receive. I have manifesting things like, oh my goodness, I needed one rug, and we've discovered Ollie's, Ollies. If you have one of those, good stuff, cheap. Oh my goodness, we found some amazing things there at a discount. But I just needed one little rug, and it's like I looked at them and a few other times and didn't see anything. So this last week, we just walked in there. I'm like, I need a rug. There was one that was perfect. Perfect. Same thing with the dishes. The room is purple. Okay, the right, and there's some, it's just beautiful. But I turned around, I was looking and looking and looking for dishes and this one, shelf, and turned around. I mean, just look back and it's almost like they weren't there and now they were. These beautiful purple dishes that are perfect for the room. It just is amazing. So furnishing this place and having it ready to rent in the next couple of weeks, probably. Well, when I get back from Tennessee, it's just cannot wait. It's so beautiful. We got this beautiful spa. I mean, nice pool and fountain in the backyard and a fire pit and the spa and the trampoline and the hammock. I mean, it's like an oasis now. And so excited to have that to share. And so when on my life lessons much of it is just everything takes more time, takes more money, and it evolves. But you'll start when we would start doing one thing, we would find so many other little things that had to be done and the timing, so what if you just let your life be? Just be, because that's all we got. Just be who you are. You don't have to strive. Just let it flow. And I noticed multiple times that when I would get upset or Patricia would get upset because things weren't going quite right, that's when mistakes seem to happen more. When we wanted to do one thing, we wanted to go faster. Literally putting up my Martin house that I haven't had up in so long. It was late last night. We finally getting it up and got it threaded through, and then had to start over because anyway, it's a long story, but you have to, that goes up and down, retracts. Man. And we were exhausted and just trying to get to the finish line. So, what are you going to do? Do you give up? Do you stop? You punch through. One of my life lessons I really wanted to share as I was giving this to my grandkids at one time, was like, we need to take a break, work a few minutes in the yard and take a break. Well, a big life lesson is it's much harder to restart than to punch through and finish. I'm telling you, you sit down and take a break and you're tired, you did 15, 20, 30 minutes worth of work and you're like, I need a break. Well, that restarting and re-energizing takes, I would say, 10 times more energy to restart than it does just to, no matter how hot it is, no matter how tired you are, punch through. And when you do sit down and get a drink of water and do something, do it quickly and get back to it, because when you'll be so happy when that job is finished, and that ending up with that, you sit down and take a break. And so my granddaughter had done that when we were out digging in the dirt or planting or pulling weeds or something. I don't know what it was. And she's like, well, I'm going to take a break. I'm like, oh, no. You've only been doing this for 15 minutes. That's not, you don't need to take a break that quickly. And I think about my daddy, who he was born in 1916. So he died at 92 years old. So many years, 16 years ago now. So, but he told stories about, with a sickle, having to clear a complete field with a sickle for a nickel, or a dime or a quarter. And one time he got stiffed. That didn't even get paid for clearing a field with a sickle. They didn't have a 7-Eleven. They didn't have a place to stop and get a smoothie or a quick drink, or they had a canteen, and you took a bologna sandwich with you or whatever. And that was pretty much it. And how, can't even imagine how they function, because I'm not one to stop and grab fast foods or drinks and all that. I'm not at all. I don't do that. But, you think about back then, there wasn't even an option, and they would work in the hot sun all day long and just have that one canteen of water sometimes. So we've gotten pretty spoiled and kind of weak, those are strong people back then. But so my friend Patricia is one of those strong people that just keeps on going. She keeps on going like an Energizer bunny. And then, and I'm like, oh, please go float on the pool for 15 or 20 minutes. And that's a secret too. That's another life lesson. When she does that, when she would do that, she'd have something to be noodling in her head. And within 10 minutes or so, she would have a solution that she hadn't come forth before that for one of the problems that trying to figure things out. And of course she couldn't stay there and rest any longer. She'd have to jump up and go fix that problem, because that's when you do the be still and know, when you take those deep breaths, when you let your mind not be inundated with the noise in our world, you literally allow your capacity, everything that we're all connected in this world, or the universe, right? From the beginning of time, they've proven quantum physics that we're all connected, and all our DNA is somehow connected. And when you can tap into that, you're exponentially more wisdom. You have more wisdom because you're tapping into the solutions that are already out there. Dr. Joe Dispenza has proven it. I mean, it's really remarkable. A lot of science has proven that we are connected like that, and I find it fascinating and very comforting to know that I have everything inside of me, right? Just like you do, everything inside of me to be all I'm called to be who I'm led to be. If I just listen and be still and know, be still and know. And so that's one of the other life lessons that I want to just leave you with here. It's 30 minutes into the show now. And I don't think we have any live visitors today. So if you ever want to come on live and have a conversation, just have a chat, ask questions, whatever, I'm always willing to do that. And we do have that capacity on winwinwomen.tv. And by the way, back here, I'm going to have to just point out my Zeal Wellness. I've been with that company 16 years. It's a nutritional beverage, my nutritional beverage of choice. It gives me energy and focus. I also have Zurge, the memory boosting coffee that I love, instant coffee, and Zendora, which is a collagen to help you skin inside and out. Anyway, those Charla, Zurvita is the company, Zurvita, Zurvita.com/Charla, CHARLA. If you need help with websites, I have the greatest people on earth. If you need help with, just contact me, Charla at charlaanderson.com. My website is being redone right now. It's going to be so much fun. And I will be having, keep your eyes out for my landing page for my rental. It'll have some pretty pictures on there. Anyway, I know I said it earlier, but who you are is perfect, exactly who and where you are. You don't have any other place to be. So just love yourself enough to receive that, and remember to be just that a master is one who blesses. So when you can bless anything and everything that's going on, it releases the happiness in you somehow. Just release, relax and release, let go. Love unconditionally, unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, not unconditional boundaries. Just love. And remember, I'm just this Charla Anderson signing off this week. I'm here every Wednesday, 1:00 p.m. Central Time. Thank you for joining me today and listening in. You just have a blessed day. And remember, always choose joy.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. The Charla Anderson Show, encouraging you to stand strong and courageous with bold faith, no fear, immense hope, kindness, and love, especially towards yourself. Visit charlaanderson.com for replays, blogs, and more on her ever-expanding website, as well as watch her live TV show on winwinwomen.tv, Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And so that we can continue learning together and growing this community of beautiful souls, we invite you to share the Charla Anderson Show with your circle of friends. Until we meet again next week, remember always, choose joy.